Fantasy RTS games offer us the opportunity to become rulers of powerful empires, fight against dark forces, develop cities, and lead our armies to victory. Epic battles, magic, mythical creatures, and unique worlds filled with adventure await us here. Today, I will present you the 10 best fantasy RTS games, each of which will immerse you in the exciting world of myths and legends. Battle Realms is a classic real-time strategy RTS game developed by Liquid Entertainment and released in 2001. Set in a fantasy world inspired by feudal Japan, the game offers a unique blend of strategy, resource management, and martial arts combat. Players must gather resources, construct buildings, and train units to expand their territory and conquer their enemies. Moreover, Battle Realms features a compelling single-player campaign with a rich storyline and memorable characters, as well as multiplayer modes that allow players to compete against each other in battles for dominance. With its engaging gameplay, unique setting, and innovative mechanics, Battle Realms remains a beloved classic among fans of the RTS genre, offering a fresh and immersive take on the fantasy strategy experience. Kohan 2 incorporates role-playing elements by allowing players to customize their armies with a variety of units, each with unique abilities and specialties. Players can level up their units over the course of the campaign, unlocking new abilities and enhancing their combat effectiveness. The game features a rich and immersive storyline set in the fantasy world of Khaldun, where players take on the role of a Kohan, a legendary warrior and leader. As players progress through the campaign, they must navigate political intrigue, form alliances, and lead their armies to victory against powerful enemies. The game's campaign offers branching storylines and multiple endings based on the player's choices and actions, providing a high level of replayability and immersion. Overall, the game offers a unique and engaging RTS experience with its innovative gameplay mechanics, deep strategic depth, and compelling storyline. In Dungeons 3, players take on the role of the ultimate evil overlord, tasked with building and managing a subterranean dungeon filled with traps, minions, and treasure. The goal is to expand the dungeon, attract various creatures to serve as minions, and defend against invading heroes seeking to thwart the Overlord's plans. One of the standout features is its humor and charm. The game features witty dialogue, colorful characters, and humorous animations that add a lighthearted touch to the dark and villainous theme. Moreover, Dungeons 3 offers a dynamic single-player campaign with a variety of missions and objectives to complete. Players must conquer different regions, amass wealth and power, and ultimately achieve domination over the surface world. The game includes a multiplayer mode where players can compete against each other in battles to determine who is the most powerful overlord. Dungeons 3 offers a delightful and entertaining experience for players looking to embrace their inner villain and conquer the world one dungeon at a time. In Stronghold Legends, players can choose to play as one of 3 factions: King Arthur and his knights, Count Vlad Dracula and his undead army, or Siegfried of Germany with his mythical creatures. Each faction offers unique units, buildings, and abilities based on their inspirations. The game features a campaign mode where players can experience a series of historical and mythological scenarios. Players must construct and manage their fortresses, fortify walls, build defensive structures, and recruit troops to defend against enemy attacks. Siege warfare plays a significant role, with players using siege weapons and tactics to assault enemy strongholds and capture territory. Stronghold Legends incorporates elements of fantasy and mythology into its gameplay, with units such as dragons, werewolves, and magical spells adding a unique flavor to battles. With its combination of strategic depth, castle-building mechanics, and fantastical elements, Stronghold Legends offers a captivating and immersive experience for fans of real-time strategy games and medieval fantasy alike. Dragonshard, players choose to command one of 3 factions: the human-aligned Order of the Flame, the evil lizard folk of the Lizard Folk Nation, or the mysterious and powerful undead of the Guild of the Seven. Each faction has its own unique units, buildings, and abilities, allowing for diverse strategies and playstyles. The game features both an above-ground realm where players build and manage their base, and an underground realm known as the Dragonshard, where players mine for resources and fight for control of powerful artifacts. Moreover, Dragonshard incorporates elements of the Dungeons & Dragons tabletop game, including iconic creatures, spells, and magic items. Players can summon powerful monsters, cast devastating spells, and equip their heroes with magical artifacts to turn the tide of battle in their favor. With its blend of deep strategy, immersive storytelling, and faithful adaptation of the Dungeons & Dragons universe, Dragonshard offers a captivating and engaging experience for fans of both RTS games and fantasy role-playing. With its blend of deep strategy, immersive storytelling, and faithful adaptation of the Dungeons & Dragons universe, Dragonshard offers a captivating and engaging experience for fans of both RTS games and fantasy role-playing. In the battle for Middle-earth 2, players can choose to command one of 4 factions: the forces of good, including men, elves, and dwarves, or the forces of evil, including Sauron's minions and the corrupted forces of Isengard. Each faction has its own unique units, heroes, and abilities. The game features both a single-player campaign and multiplayer modes. In the campaign, players embark on a series of missions set across Middle-earth. The story unfolds through in-game cutscenes and dialogue, following the events of the War of the Ring depicted in Tolkien's novels. One of the standout features of the Battle for Middle-earth 2 is its faithful adaptation of the lore and aesthetics of Tolkien's world. The game features iconic locations such as Helm's Deep, Minas Tirith, and Mount Doom, as well as characters and creatures from the books and films. Players can command heroes such as Aragorn, Legolas, and Gandalf, and summon powerful units such as Ents and Balrogs to aid them in battle. Players managing resources, constructing bases, and leading armies in epic battles across the landscape of Middle-earth. The game's dynamic terrain and weather systems add an additional layer of strategy. Set in the rich fantasy world of Games Workshop's Warhammer Fantasy Battles universe, Total War, Warhammer 2 offers players the opportunity to command one of several iconic factions, each with its own unique units, heroes, and playstyle. From the High Elves of Ulthuan to the Lizardmen of Lustria, and the Dark Elves of Nagaroth to the Skaven of the Under Empire, players can choose their favorite faction and lead them to victory. The game features 2 main modes: the turn-based Grand Campaign, where players expand their empire, manage their economy, and engage in diplomacy with other factions, and the real-time battles, where players command their armies in epic clashes on the battlefield. One of the standout features of Total War, Warhammer 2, is its immersive and expansive campaign map. Set across the continents of Ulthuan, Lustria, Nagaroth, and the Southlands, the campaign map is teeming with diverse landscapes, iconic locations, and hidden treasures to discover. Players must navigate political intrigue, form alliances, and conquer territory to achieve their objectives and dominate the world. Moreover, Total War, Warhammer AO introduces the concept of the Great Vortex, a magical maelstrom that serves as the focal point of the campaign. Set in the high fantasy world of Azeroth, Warcraft 3, Reign of Chaos follows the epic struggle between the Human Alliance, the Orcish Horde, the enigmatic Night Elves, and the Undead Scourge. Players command armies, gather resources, and build bases to defeat their enemies and achieve victory in a series of campaigns. One of the standout features of Warcraft 3 is its focus on hero units. In addition to commanding traditional units like footmen and grunts, players also control powerful heroes with unique abilities and spells. These heroes gain experience and level up over the course of the game, unlocking new abilities and becoming increasingly formidable in battle. Moreover, Warcraft 3 introduced the concept of custom maps and modding to the Warcraft series. The game's robust world editor allowed players to create their own custom maps, scenarios, and even entirely new game modes. This led to the creation of popular custom game modes like Defense of the Ancients Dota, which later spawned the massively successful MOBA genre. With its engaging single-player campaigns, innovative hero system, and groundbreaking modding tools, Warcraft 3 remains a beloved classic among RTS fans. Set in a mythical world inspired by ancient civilizations and mythologies, Age of Mythology allows players to choose one of 3 major cultures: Greek, Egyptian, or Norse. Each culture has its own unique units, gods, heroes, and mythological creatures, allowing for diverse strategies and playstyles. The game features a single-player campaign mode with multiple campaigns for each culture, as well as a variety of scenarios and challenges. Players must gather resources, build cities, train armies, and engage in strategic battles to achieve victory. One of the standout features of Age of Mythology is its emphasis on mythology and the supernatural. In addition to traditional RTS gameplay mechanics, players can also worship gods, perform miracles, and summon mythical creatures to aid them in battle. This adds an extra layer of depth and immersion to the game, as players must balance their military strategy with their divine powers. Moreover, Age of Mythology Extended Edition includes updated graphics and improved multiplayer functionality, allowing players to experience the game with enhanced visuals and compete against others in online matches. In Black and White 2, players assume the role of a deity tasked with guiding and shaping the destiny of a growing civilization. They have the power to influence the world through miracles, interacting with their followers and shaping the land according to their moral alignment, benevolent or malevolent. One of the standout features of Black and White 2 is its blend of strategy, city building, and creature management. Players not only oversee the development of their cities and manage resources, but also race and train a powerful creature to act as their physical representation in in the world. This creature, which can be a massive animal or a mythical creature like a tiger or a dragon, can be trained to perform various tasks and engage in combat against rival gods or monstrous threats. Moreover, Black and White 2 introduces a more structured campaign compared to its predecessor, featuring a series of missions that challenge players to overcome various obstacles and adversaries. Each mission presents unique challenges and objectives, ranging from defending cities from enemy attacks to conquering rival civilizations.